Sometimes we do not feel like, sometimes we feel like we look like shit and don't want to make camera videos. We being me, and I'm sure a lot of other people. That's better with that. The reason I'm making this video is to chart my progress. These are the first two cards. This card came out first. I was asking myself, do I benefit from having diverse groups of friends? And I don't want to jump the gun, but the answer is no. I feel out in the cold. I want more friends that are more select. Then I had the Page of Swords come out, and I thought of an interpretation for that card, standing up for your ideas. And I kind of get that the Page of Swords is me, out in the cold, trying to stand up for ideas against, people that have these rigid belief structures around me. I'm usually very tolerant of other people's energies, beliefs. I do not see much harm in... Is there a word for, diverse beliefs? Pluralistic society is one way, but I don't just mean religious. Bio would be biology. Biodiversity comes to mind. Anyway, I have gone through an internal shift, and in that internal shift, I've realized that I want to be more select about the people that I have in my life and the people that I choose to spend my time around. I want to spend my time around people that I have things in common with, who nourish my soul is a way to put it, who leave me... I'm a Leo. I'm ambitious. I want someone who leaves me pumped up. But I also, with these cards that came out afterwards, I do want someone who can help me, and I'm getting mainly spirit, spirit works through human form, so that's a beautiful thing. But it's an interesting set of cards for anyone who's a tarot reader. I get the Knight of Wands, followed by Temperance, followed by this. And it can be read the other way, I'm twisting my wrist exorcist style, so there we go. I get it, tempering or getting inspiration into physical manifestation, going from an in and out, unreliable, inspired, but unreliable at the end of the day. Let's face it, the only knight that makes it to the finish line is the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of people don't like it when the Knight of Pentacles comes up. Patience is required with that. I think, though, it's the noble path. And unless you're, I don't know, the Knight of Wands would be more impulsive, action-oriented, and I found that those energies can lead me into some dark alleys. We'll put it that way. Or treacherous corners around unscrupulous characters. You don't really think things through with the Knight of Wands. But I got that with Temperance coming between them, that maybe that's part of the internal shift within me, is cultivating a more patient... I do think of this as the noble path. And that's a recent development that or association I've made with that. And then I got this was about not being in the head. And I just wanted to make a video for myself with to record my interpretations of the cards. I love that Temperance is coming between Knight of Wands, which is like player energy, like is what a lot of, but it's also inspired action. It's not always player energy. Not every tarot card needs to be read through the lens of romance and love all the time, every time. I think we have a culture of people who are, well, let's not get into codependent dynamics and things like that. And love obsessed, love addicted. Being addicted to anything, whether it's love or exercise or food or something destructive or constructive, like moderation is generally a good key to follow. And that's why Temperance is here. Look at that. The alchemical process of balancing. And maybe it can be a balancing of feeling that inspired action, but also putting in the diligent work, like Virgo energy I'm getting specifically. I don't know what, if this is an earth sign card, but I don't know if, I've never heard Virgo as being the ruling planet for Knight of Pentacles. I'm not sure what, if it has a ruling zodiac sign, not planet. So, but tempering those two energies, because they are very, they're pretty different. They're going in opposite directions, too. I just saw that. Getting back on the right path, getting away from lusty energies, player energies, superficial energies, things that are bright and shiny, glittery, things that they do inspire, but are they going to have longevity? You don't always know with the Knight of Wands, generally. But you do need that fire element to, and that's why I get, like, when I look at Temperance in between the two cards, balancing out those energies. Oh, this was don't get stuck in your head if I say spirit, source. Just for the record, that which cannot be named, the power that is beyond words. Don't get caught up if I say source, spirit, God, goddess. As soon as you try to put divinity into words, you're in for a joke. It's kind of funny. Like, it's divinity doesn't fit into words. If it did, it would blow. No, it just doesn't work that way. I was going to say it would blow our minds, but it just doesn't work that way. Divinity doesn't do that. So I am going to look at the bottom of the deck, which is the rest card over here. I just noticed this Four of Swords, for anyone who doesn't know, is resting, generally. It's got the Queen of Cups underneath it. I might rest and honor my intuition. This is the card I got yesterday, and I'm still kind of vibing on the energy of. So I guess I will wrap this up. I'm like drawn to this, okay, because this card has come out like 3 times, and I haven't worked with this deck very often. Yeah. Galactic Council Crest, Spiritual Sovereignty, Astral Travel, and Timelessness. And why not show, like, just another beautiful, like, Gate of Returning. Where did the V come from? Gate of Returning, Entrance, Death, Rebirth, Passage. Oh, this came out in conversation when I was discussing that, the topic of death and how it's a shame how many people are afraid of death and dying. And that die afraid of it. But that's another topic. That's a tangent to go on another day. Just instilling a fear of death in people is a form of spiritual abuse that crushes the soul and so much more. I'm just going to leave it at that and wrap this up for myself. If I post it, I post it. If I don't, I don't. I don't know. I just want to have it saved so I could remember what I learned for today and what cards I pulled. So that's about it.